Good morning, Richard Eckley here. Happy Tuesday morning to you. We're on a Tuesday, so on a Wealth Tuesday on your 4 keys to a healthier, happier you. And the question today is, this is Wealth Tuesday, is what could your big idea be? In order to create wealth, you need to first come up with an idea that's unique to you. Something you've got an interest in, a passion about possibly, or something you can see needs improving that you can actually start to develop yourself to improve it. I mean, so I'm doing my latest book, How to Master Your Health. That's another book. How to Create Wealth. They go through different sort of industries and different businesses who've established wealth over time. I went through Costa Coffee. Now, it's a massive brand here in the UK. And what Costa started off with was in 1971, 2 brothers, Sergio and Bruno. They came over from Italy in the 1960s with their parents, and they couldn't find a decent cup of coffee anywhere in London. All the cafes just didn't produce nice quality coffee. They're from Italy, so they're used to a good quality, good tasting coffee. So they thought, right, we've got to develop our own brand. So they then actually tried 112 different brands, different mixes of coffee bean, until they found the one that tasted just right, which they thought, that's great, that's going to be our coffee. And that's Costa Coffees. That's what the Costa Coffee is still using to this day. They first developed it in 1971, and they're still using that same brand, that same mix of, I think it's 6 certain blends of bean with another sort of bean, and that's how they create the actual unique taste of the Costa Coffees, which is a good, strong, lovely flavoured taste. And then sort of in 1971 actually first established it. Then in 1978 they actually first opened their first coffee shop, actually selling their shop themselves. First of all, they just sold the beans to different hotels, different restaurants, to different other coffee shops. So they actually just sell the bean into them on a wholesale basis. But then they thought, right, 78, let's actually develop our own shop. So the very first Costa shop opened in 1978 in London. The boys then carried on developing it, and then actual Sergio bought out Bruno, the other brother, so it was just Sergio's company. Then he continued and developed it. He actually developed up to 39 coffee shops all throughout London and started to develop it around the country as well, here in the UK. Then Whitbread offered him £19 million for the Costa coffee shops, for the shops and the brand. So Sergio sold it for $19 million to Whitbread, so he had made a very nice profit there. And then Whitbread did a massive expansion campaign, expanded it around the world. They went into Coffee Express and did other areas as well. And actually, Coca-Cola bought out Costa in 2019 for £3.9 billion. So it shows how just one idea of getting a decent cup of coffee, it's a few years down the road, but what you can develop, how it can develop, and just create amazing wealth in the future. And so unfortunately, the brothers, because they actually sold the Costa rights to Whitbread originally, they actually didn't get anything from Coca-Cola because they sold the name as well as the rights. So if you have an idea and you think it's going to go, it's always worth, if you do sell it, just to hang on to a couple of percentage of that company, because you never know, a couple of percent of 3.9 billion would be a nice little paycheck. But yes, it's having that initial idea of thinking, okay, what can I do? What can I develop? What do I enjoy doing that I can see needs improving in a certain industry, and that I can develop myself to become the best at it, find the best process I can, the best product I can, and then start to release it out to the company and get feedback from clients and customers if they enjoy it, how you can improve it, and then develop it one step forward, keep it moving, keep it growing. And then who knows in the future what wealth you can create. Who knows? There we are. Have yourself a good one. All the best for now.